Hi everyone, my name is Shola and I am the founder of Activate Her Purpose. Welcome back to my channel. Thanks for coming back. And today I'm going to jump right in because I really have to leave in the next 30 minutes. Number one, it is never too late to start again. If you find yourself in a space where you're feeling, you know what, I really want to start something new. I want to start a new hobby, or maybe I want to go back to school, or even change careers. Don't ever think that this is too late. No, this is actually the time that you can lean into that. We live in a day and age, fortunately, where you can learn anything online. Just pick something that you've always wanted to do and go online and begin to do the research, begin to implement some strategies around the areas where you want to grow. And especially in your 40s and your 50s and beyond, it's time to reinvent yourself. So embrace starting again. Don't be afraid, go right in. Number two, you bring wisdom to the table. When we were younger, we did so many things, and some things maybe we did with wisdom or maybe without, and we know ourselves. However, this is the time. You've grown, you've had life experiences. This is the time to delve into some of the things that you think will expand you, and you have the asset of wisdom. You can come into these experiences with a new level of purpose, a new level of understanding that you may not have had before. It's an asset to us, and it definitely is something that we should embrace in these years of our lives. Emotional intelligence is much better than probably it was before. And that brings such a great perspective to the things that we want to do in our older years, or wiser years, I like to say. So that's number two. Wisdom that you bring to the table is an asset to you. Number three, like I said before, learning looks different now. Learning looks so much different than it did when we were younger. In our younger years, you had to be in a classroom and you had to go to class and learn the traditional way. But you don't have to do that anymore. There's so many ways to learn. You can learn through podcasts. You can learn through Audible, audiobooks. You can learn through YouTube. Hint, hint. So many online courses. So it's so much easier to learn the things that we really wanted to grow in this day and age. So take advantage of it. It looks different. It might not be as comfortable as it was maybe if you're used to being in a classroom setting, but this is the new way forward. We have to embrace it. We have to expand in the ways that is available to us now. And it really is, you can learn things at the speed of light in this day and age. And especially nowadays where they're talking about AI being, the number one thing that everyone needs to know. Dive into the things, the new technologies, everything that can enhance our learning experience. This is the time to do it. And we have no excuses, especially now where either maybe we have more time on our hands because our children are growing and more independent, or maybe we have more time in terms of the desire to even want to learn. So this is the time to do it. So that's number three. Learning looks different, but it's okay. Number four, you are setting the standard. And what I mean by that is your commitment to out of your comfort zone and learn something new at this new stage in life. It creates a standard that not only is for you, but also maybe the people that look up to you. Could be your children, could be even your peers or the people around you, your family. And it just sets a great standard that learning is lifelong. There's no expiration date to learning. No matter how young you are, no matter how old you are, learning is lifelong, and we should embrace it as such. Let's continue to expand in every way possible. There's no reason to be stagnant. Once you're living, if you still have breath in your lungs, keep on learning. Number 5, confidence comes with clarity. In this stage of your life, you're not doing it for anyone else. You are doing it for you. You know that there's a value that you bring, and in order to develop and polish up that value, there needs to be some skills that you have to brush up on, some learning that you have to, some growth in general. So this is the time to embrace and look inward. Understand your why. Understand why you are doing the thing you're doing. You're not doing it for anyone else. Maybe when we were younger, we knew maybe we had to go to college. Of course, we had to finish high school. And we may or may not have been doing it for ourselves. But the beauty of this stage of our life is whatever we do now, we are absolutely doing it because we want to grow or we want to see that change in us. So definitely once we continue to move along that path, confidence comes with the clarity of vision that we have for our lives. So that's number 5. Continue to move along the path that you believe that God has placed you on, and you will see more clarity as the time goes on. Number 6, like I said before, technology isn't a barrier, it's a bridge. We may not be as comfortable. For instance, for me, YouTube was a barrier for me. I had thought about it, but I just wasn't sure about how to do certain things and maybe editing, and so many things could have been a barrier to me. But this year, like I said in my first video, I decided that I'm removing self-imposed barriers that I put in my way, and decided to let it be a bridge to me. Speaking about learning, I know within the last month, I've learned so much about editing, about speaking in front of a camera, about overcoming fear. So technology should not be a barrier to you. It should absolutely be a bridge, and begin to build community around the things that you know you want to see happen in your life. There's opportunities to be had. There's so many experiences that can come from one bold move that you make in your life to learn a new skill or to learn a new tool. So continue to embrace these tools as we learn more about AI and the usefulness of it in our daily lives. There's nothing to be afraid of. There's always been some tool or some thing that is new that we have to change and adapt to. This is no different. So let us continue to embrace the tools that we have available to us, and we will see that it will no longer be a barrier to us. It will be a bridge. Number 7, you do not need permission to pivot. A lot of times we hesitate because maybe we think that, someone needs to give us permission. But to be honest, it's really us. We need to give ourselves permission to do the thing that we've always wanted to do. I know that's true for me, that sometimes I just feel like, should I, and unless someone actually gives me a push here and there, for certain things, not everything in your life, but there's some areas where you just need that push. Yes, it's okay to want encouragement, but we do have to learn to start encouraging our own selves, because nobody's coming for you. Nobody is coming. And when we do have people in our lives that encourage us and support us, my family absolutely is a support in every project, everything that I've done. They've always encouraged, they've stood, they've helped wherever I've asked them to. But we cannot rely on that to be the case all of the time. And some people don't have that in their lives. So we have to be the people who encourage our own selves. Look at yourself in the mirror and begin to speak life and speak the things that you want to see happen. And you will see, as you develop that, as you create that vision for your life, you'll begin to take steps that you never could have even ever imagined in your life. So please don't wait for permission to pivot. You give yourself permission and keep on moving forward. You will evolve. It might not be the perfect way that you want it to be, but as you continue to move along that path, you will see that it will work out the way that you've always imagined. Number 8, failing forward is part of the process. You've seen some of my process, some of my bloopers in some of the videos that I've posted, and some things are cringeworthy when I'm looking over my video. But until you begin to take those steps, you won't see the growth, because failing is part of the growth process. If you don't fail, you're not even trying. So understand that maybe it's a new hobby, a new business, a new career that you want to take. Failure is absolutely part of that process, and just embrace it. Embrace it so that you take it as feedback and not something that you have to run away from. So definitely continue to understand that as you grow, there will be pitfalls along the way, but your job is to overcome each pitfall, and that will expand you in a way that you could have never imagined. I definitely see a growth in my process, and I believe that women that I've been in contact with, that I've talked to and collaborated with, they say the same thing. Even the women who are at the top of their game, they will tell you without a shadow of a doubt that they've failed many times over, but that failure gives them feedback onto what they either shouldn't do or improve on, or find a skill that will help them smooth those areas of their lives out, and they keep on moving. So failing forward is part of the process. So keep on doing that. Keep on understanding that you will overcome any obstacle that's in your way as long as you're taking those steps. Number 9, community fuels growth. You need community. We all need community, because the sum total of the people around us really propels us forward. Even though you don't need permission for them, you do need people around you either giving you insight or giving you feedback. And even as you are giving your insight into some of the things that they ask you about, it fuels, it multiplies, it encourages our growth. So find a community, find your tribe. It may just be one other person that you bounce ideas off of. It may be your husband, your wife. It could be someone in your work, your colleague, that just they just get you. They understand where you're going. Whenever you speak to them about your vision, it's as if it fuels your vision, your growth. Find a community online. Join our community. Activate her purpose. As women, we're stepping boldly into our purpose and calling, and continue to grow. Even in the areas and the times where it just is discouraging, or maybe you just feel like, no, I'm not doing it today. This is the time that you need someone in your corner that will cheer you on, or give you some encouragement or a pep talk that will move you beyond that stage, and you keep on going forward. So community fuels your growth, it fuels your vision. So find someone that can help you stand when sometimes you may feel weak or discouraged. And number 10, it's all about expansion. It's not about perfection. It's about you taking those steps of faith that will propel you and that will move you in the direction that you've always wanted to be. Your vision is in front of you. It is not about you having a perfect vision for your life, But partnering with God, partnering with the Holy Spirit will definitely show you that each step of the way you are expanding. Whether you feel like it or not, as you take those steps of faith, you are expanding. And it's not about you being perfect in the project or in the career or in the hobby or whatever it is that you find yourself wanting to do. Perfection is not the goal. It really is expanding your mind, expanding your territory, making your light, the light that God has put in you, making that shine so that you are not hidden in a corner of life or being on the sidelines of life. You are here to be everything that God has called you to be. So if you made it to the end of these 10 points, you are the MVP. And I would want you to take a step. Tell me in the comments whether you have taken this journey, especially if you are older or if you're in your 40s and 50s and beyond, and you know that you want to do something different or embrace something new. Or comment below, what are some of the new hobbies? What are some of the career changes or anything that you know that you've done that has been invigorating to you? Please share. A lot of us want to explore different areas. YouTube definitely is new for me, and it's really birthing a lot of learning and expansion in my life. And I'm telling you, I've learned in the last 1 month more than I've learned in a whole year. So embracing your gifts, embracing something new is absolutely something that we should all be doing. Please start to take those steps of faith and take up some new activity. Share it in the comments section. We would love to hear it. And thank you so much for coming back. Please like, share, and subscribe. We would love to hear from you. And thank you. And until next time, have a wonderful day.